Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind commentary. And today it's another video from the Reenacted by Ponies series. This time it's Lord of the Rings Reenacted by Ponies. Yeah, being a pretty big fan of Lord of the Rings, I'm eager to see how they do this, especially since Luffy is cool. I had good things to say about this one in particular back when I did the other two, the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh ones. This one is by far the longest of these videos, which I suppose makes sense given the source and how many great scenes there are in Lord of the Rings to parody. Should be fun to see. Interested to see who gets cast as each character. Anyway, let's get started. Okay.
Equestria has changed. I feel it in the water.
And we got the narration bit.
I taste it in the trough. Much that once was is lost. For
The
no
Lord of the
pony
Rings,
now
reenacted by
lives to
Ponies.
remember it. And of all the worst things that could happen,
And it's
this
Rarity.
is the worst possible thing!
Of course it is Rarity.
Oh, and the Dark Lord Sauron forged a magical horseshoe that's threatening all of pony kind.
So, Spike is Sauron? That's interesting.
Applegorn, I know that I'm a unicorn. And you're
And
an
Applejack is Aragorn,
But
and
I want to be your
Octavia
super
is
special
Arwen.
somebody. And I'm willing to give up my unicorn
Interesting
magic to do so.
casting. So the unicorns are elves? We got the
You have all
forming
been
of the
summoned
Fellowship.
here to answer the threat of Merdor. I say we give the horseshoe to Gondor. It'll make us 20% cooler.
It ain't gonna increase your swag. The horseshoe answers to Sauron alone.
Then it is decided. The horseshoe
So,
must be destroyed.
Final is
What in the hell
Elrond?
are we waiting for?
Big Mac is Gimli. And there's a Discord there. Okay, no more Discord.
The only way to destroy the horseshoe is by going deep into Merdor and
Merdor.
casting it into the fires of Mount Friendship from whence it came. One of you must do this.
And Celestia has a beard, so
No
she's
pony simply
Gandalf.
trots into Merdor.
Rainbow Amir, you have wings! Just
Rainbow.
fly there!
Okay, so she's
It's
Boromir.
not that simple, Dodo Baggins.
Wait a minute. If Sauron is a naysayer, then let's just convert him with the magic of friendship.
Yeah, we got
One
Twilight
does not
as
simply convert a naysayer. Their heart is
Legolas.
guarded by more than just hatred. There is evil within their soul that does not sleep, and their judgmental eye is ever watchful. Their heart is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire and ash and dust. The very air they breathe is pessimistic.
So
Not with
fools are the
10,000
hobbits.
mares could you love and tolerate them. It is folly. Rainbow Amir is right. We have no other choice. The horseshoe must be destroyed.
I will take the horseshoe into Merdor.
You do that,
I
Scootaloo.
swear by Celestiadolf's beard, if I can protect you,
Celestiadolf.
I will. You have my sword.
And you have my bow.
Hey,
Nice beard, Big Mac. It's weird that Big Mac is a dwarf. So he's by far the biggest one. Except Celestia.
Celestiadolf, I heard something.
That's Pinkamena. She was once called Pinky before the horseshoe.
Of
found her.
course. Pinky
Before it
is
drove him
definitely
mad.
going to be Golem.
It's a pity Bilbo didn't hate on her when he had the chance.
Pity. Many ponies that have friendship deserve haters, and some that have haters deserve friendship. Can you give it to them, Dodo? Do not be too eager to deal out
Dodo.
hatred and judgment. Perhaps Pinky has some part to play in all this.
I wish the horseshoe had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened.
This is perfect.
So does every pony who lives to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the friendship that is given to us.
Of course.
The Fellowship is breaking.
Iron Will is the And the changelings are the orcs. Of course, that makes sense. So Apple Bloom is Sam.
Ha! Rainbow Amir Fire does not simply
wow.
die from one little
Yeah.
arrow.
Poor Rainbow Dash.
I know what I must do. It's just, I'm afraid to do it.
Rarity.
Even the smallest feeling
Galadriel.
can change the course of the future.
Arwen, what happened to your horn?
I gave it up to be with Applegorn.
You did what? How could you?
We're in love. I would do anything for my super special sun pony.
Your unicorn horn is what made you special.
But father,
You have no idea what you've done! The very thing that made you special is now lost forever. Even if Sauron is defeated and Applegorn made king, and everything you hope for comes true, you will still have to suffer a boring and mundane life as a magicless earth pony.
But there is magic in my future.
Not really a
Magic
role
of
I
friendship.
see natural for vinyl, but
I told you they was tricksy. I told you they was false. No. Master's our friend. Master likes us. Nasty little filly stole our precious. This calls for extreme measures. Smeagol pie style.
Smeagol Pie, really. I thought her name was Pinky. That's what Celestia said, at least.
It cannot be. You fell. Through hatred and pessimism. On the lowest dungeon to the highest peak, I fought the darkest
Celestia Dolph
naysayer
the
in
White.
all of Equestria.
That's awesome.
Until at last I threw down the hater and smote his intolerance upon the mountainside. We could really use your help, Celestia Dolph. Dodo and Sam are on their own, and Sauron's forces are making their way to Helm's Deep. And to make things worse, this ain't no ordinary army.
Changelings.
It was bred for a single purpose, to destroy the world of mares. We need your help, or Ponykind is doomed. Then I shall aid you. At dawn, look to the east.
Many of these trees were my friends. This makes me so frustrated I could just scream.
Yeah. Fluttershy is Treebeard. That is perfect.
I can't do this, Sam.
I know. It's all wrong. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Dodo. The ones that really mattered. Full of naysayers and intolerance they were. And sometimes, no pony wanted to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could Equestria go back to the way it was when so
All
much
that
hatred
fighting.
had happened?
Ladder and Bonbon were in it, with Derpy
It's only
also,
the passing
and
thing, this pessimism. A new day will come, and when the friendship shines, it will shine out the clearer.
I guess I'll cheerily
Those
too.
were the
Yeah.
stories that stayed with you, the ones that meant something, even if you were too small of a feeling to understand why. But I think, Mr. Dodo, I do understand. I know now. Foes in those stories had lots of chances of turning back. Only, they didn't. They kept going.
You tell her, Apple Bloom.
Because they were holding on to something.
What are we holding on to, Sam?
That there's some friendship in this world. And it's worth fighting for.
Mares of Equestria, I see in y'all's eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the kindness of mares fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of loyalty. But it ain't this day. An hour of haters and
Applejack.
broken hearts, when the age of mares comes crashing down. But it ain't this day. This day we love and tolerate.
Lyra's
All that
adorable.
y'all hold dear on Equestria, I bid you stand, mares of the West.
Do you remember Ponyville, Mr. Dodo? It'll be spring soon, And sweet apple acres will be in blossom. And the Paris sprites will be nesting in the hazel thicket.
That's not good.
And they'll be throwing the summer
Don't think you
festivals
want
in town square.
Parasprites in your hazel
the first
thicket.
of Granny's sap apple jam. Do you remember the taste of apples?
No, Sam. I can't recall the taste of food, nor the sound of laughter, nor the magic of friendship. I'm naked in the dark, with nothing, no veil, between me and the wheel of hatred. I can see him with my waking eyes.
Then let us be rid of it, once and for all. Come on, Mr. Dodo. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Come on!
Perfect. Go Derpy. Colgate.
I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with a unicorn.
What about side by side with a friend?
Yep. I could do that.
What are you waiting for? Destroy the horseshoe! Throw it in the fire!
No. The horseshoe is mine!
No, silly, it's mine!
Huh?
And Pinkamena. Yeah, gonna take the lava bath. And she's not a dragon, so...
Hurry! You must make haste, Great Eagle. The little fillies need our aid.
And Gilda is... Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Yeah, this was something I really enjoyed. These videos really are very well made. The animation and voice acting are all top notch, and moreover, just on a conceptual basis, and as a Lord of the Rings fan, this was pretty hilarious and awesome. Had a good selection of scenes, and most of the casting choices were, I think, pretty amusing. I love the whole Fluttershy's Treebeard thing. That was great. We saw most of the important characters. I guess there were some notable omissions. No Saruman. I guess with Celestia as Gandalf, he would have had to been Luna or Nightmare Moon or something. Also no Merry and Pippin. Guess they'd have been Sweetie and Twist or something. A few other smaller characters or characters who get introduced later weren't there, and don't think we saw some of the threats like the Nazgul or Shelob, but it had most of the bases covered, and it was a 12-minute video as it is, so they obviously couldn't get to everything. As it was, I think they touched on a whole lot of memorable bits from all three parts of the series. And yeah, I don't entirely know what it is, but just seeing Ponies in these roles is satisfying and hilarious for some reason. This was a whole lot of fun. Anyway, hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.